I like it. Mossberg MC1 subcompact 9mm carry option. This is a Nutnfancy infield barricade standing up review in the desert. Will it survive the curse of the desert? We will see in this review. And if you haven't watched a barricade review, they are unstructured. It's not a tabletop review. It's not even a bunker review. I will go everywhere talking about the pistol, maybe bouncing into philosophy of use, doing some shooting, some talking. Maybe I hit everything, maybe I don't. Super unstructured. It's organic. And it's another format I do to get the information, the entertainment, hopefully, to you guys. Now considering the MC1, a surprising pistol from Mossberg, standing for the Mossberg Carry 1. So many things they've done right on this gun. I will hit on them as we shoot it and talk about it here on the barricade. And like I said, I haven't even shot it yet, and I am predicting a very positive review for this thing. I don't know, I just have that feeling. Maybe it jams, you know, it gets tanked by the curse of the desert. So we have a plate rack set up at about 15 yards, an Evil Roy target set up at 15 yards, a 35-yard steel IPSC plate, a mini one. Let me give you a peek what it looks like. Our shooting range. Out here in the now beautiful desert. Oh my gosh, what a great day this is. Very stoked to have you with me. This is fun doing this. I know a lot of you guys like the freewheeling organic barricade review because you get to see the testing process and my initial thoughts on the gun as it happens. I do roll those in on tabletop and in the bunker reviews, but it's usually through inserted video, and maybe sometimes I'll forget to add or reference back to an initial data point that I found out shooting it. So you're going to see it as it happens. All right, so here we go. First shots. I'll start off on the Evil Roy. We're just shooting 115 FMJs. Lots of things so far that I like about the MC1. This is one of them. They have the clear polycarbonate magazine, compatible with Glock 43. Awesome. First thing that they got right. That is so excellent. Now I've shot the ETS magazines for Glock and they've been very excellent for me. In some PCCs they don't like it, but in Glock pistols they run great. And judging from what Mossberg says about these, they've had no durability problems at all in their testing. And I don't expect any here today. No steel feed lips in it, you know, but a lot of people have reported like polycarbonate mags, maybe not the MC1, but others like it. Fully loaded, you can drop it on the concrete. It'll be fine, and they are durable. Look at the orange follower, I like that. And I thought they weren't tinting this because they said it'd be stronger, but this looks like it has a light smoke tint in it. Maybe that's just totally clear. It looks like it has a light smoke tint to it, which is fine by me. All my ETS mags for the Glock are that way. So we're loaded up, 115s. Let's see how she does. I'm expecting good things. Oh no! Oh no! Oh crap! I show you as it happens. The curse of the desert. All right, so we're not sinking it after that because it's new. It's out of box. Let's see how it does. That is so funny. I bet you that's the only jam. The curse of the desert always has to make itself known, does it not? Yeah. By the way, the last carry pistol that I raved about was a SIG P365, and that thing is doing fantastic. It's selling well. I think SIG has fixed all the problems with it. I know some of you guys with early P365s said, hey, this or that happened, and I think those were really early on in the process. So that is an epic market leader in the subcompact 9 category, along with the Glock 43. And shooting alongside this gun will be my own personal, one of them, Glock 43. Carried pretty much every day in rule of law in a Galco Classic light holster. This 43 is just phenomenal. and I use either a different follower or an extended base plate to get 7 rounds in the mag. Just fantastic. Some of you guys I think would go with the 43X, same slide, longer grip. I'm not a big fan of that. I like to go super compact. If I'm gonna go larger, I'll just carry a Glock 19 or a 26 if I want more rounds. MC1. God, this thing is awesome. All right, let me try that far plate, non-rusted. Hit, hit, miss, miss. I suck. Wow, this thing is awesome. Here comes its own magazine. You'll get 2 of these with the MC1. Love the magazines, have no issue with them. I don't know if guys are like, oh, you know, I don't like polycarbonate mags. And remember, that was being said about the Glock in the 80s when it came out. So we might want to get past that. Here's another thing they get right. The box. No dumb plastic storage case to pollute the environment. It's just a simple box with 2 magazines, like a chamber safety plug, and it's just shrink wrapped in here. Well done, Mossberg. Finally, someone who's getting it. I've been ranting about this forever. Like, why do we need all this garbage we're not going to use? You know how many plastic cases I have that I never use? I guess for, you know, a homeowner that's buying 1 or 2 guns and they don't have a safe, maybe. Most of us put these right in our safe if we're not carrying them. Dudes, freaking love this gun already. So the sights are standard 3-dot variety. I like them. They're steel, so for guys who don't like plastic or polymer sights, you don't have to worry about it on this. The dimensions on this, on the MC1, it's 6 1/4 inches overall length, 4.3 inches tall, has a 3.4 inch barrel, 416 stainless steel. It's button rifle, DLC coated, slide too. It weighs 19 ounces, which is a win. That's basically the same weight as a Glock 43, which is 18.5 ounces with an empty magazine. Let's compare these two. So size and weight are basically identical between these 2 guns. Look at that. Glock 43 on the top. The apparently excellent Mossberg MC1 popping into the marketplace on the bottom. They look the same. You will notice though the grips on the MC1 are a little bit bigger in this dimension. The width dimension, not the width, but the length dimension right here, front to back. Now the texturing on the MC1 is pretty good. They have like an indentation for your thumb here on this side for a right-handed shooter. You have some texturing right here, wrapping around here on the front strap, and it continues on the magazine base plate. And I find it, let's pop a few rounds. Can you see that? Oh yeah, right eye open. Hey, Nutnfancy, why don't you shoot with your right eye open all the time? I'm left eye dominant, and I just shoot well that way. That's why. It's kind of like if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But I'll tell you what, I'm always open to learn. Always open to learn. Notice it's 100% so far. Well, not 100. 1 bobble out the gate. But back to the sights, I love them. Standard combat sights, non-tritium. I suspect there's going to be, if not already, some aftermarket additions you could put in there. Would I? No, I just leave the ones that are on there. I know they're not tritium, but I'll tell you what, after spending or having spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on tritium sights, guys, and having them go dim after about 7 years, I don't know, just get to the point where I get tired of wasting the money. Hey, they're supposed to last, 12 years. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are supposed to happen that don't. They're still usable. I have a lot of sets on Glocks that, in darkness, like pure darkness, they're still usable. They sure ain't bright though. I just leave these on there. Oh, I did notice this. Check this out. So they are compatible with Glock magazines, but this one is, I think, Terran Tactical, and it has this little nib that sticks out, and it prevents it from seating in the MC1. See that? That kind of sucks. So you're not going to be able to use your Taran Tactical base pads with your MC1. This is a G43 magazine. I'll just use it in the G43. That's not an issue in the 43 because it has a hollow portion in the grip right here, right? Let me swap this one in. Another thing they did right, and I've said it and I really want to hammer it home, is that they made the MC1 compatible with G43 mags. Just smart, just smart. I mean, instead of coming out with its own proprietary magazine system, here we are. So if you have a G43, you don't lose anything by getting an MC1. It's the same system. Sights are excellent. We talked about the grip. It's undercut here in the frame. I love how they squared the trigger guard off, not slanted like, I don't know, some Taurus designs. TCP comes to mind. I'd run that over with my truck and then set it on fire, the Taurus TCP. Hope you don't have one. Ugh, gosh. This one's squared off though, perfect. Then we have a bladed trigger, and I think that trigger's polymer, very Glock-like, and the trigger pulls at about 6 pounds, 3 ounces on my scale. Yours may vary a little bit. Resets in about 1/4 inch, this MCP trigger. I just love it, it's awesome. The question I have is, why did it, left-handed, let's try that. Why did it take us so long to get serious about our triggers in our carry pistol? You know? Was it social media that finally did it? Guys like me ranting about it, like, why is this trigger so bad? And what comes to mind is like the original Shield. Great pistol. The trigger just blew. It was awful. And it was rectified in the Mod 2. The Shield Mod 2 I think is a lot better. By the way, the watch for the review is an homage to an AV8 watch. That is AVI-8 brand. Costing about 200 bucks, I think, maybe even more. This one's called a Mini Focus, and it's wearing my hands modification. So it is a Nutnfancy mod watch, 29 bucks. Oh yeah, 29 bucks, and it is awesome. The strap is even awesome, pure leather, link below. Buy it while you can. Again, the hands won't look like this if you order it. You're gonna have to mod them out. I'm a programmer of watches, I take them completely apart. And by the way, the quality of this one versus AV8, identical. Identical. It shows you how much markup is in other micro brands. Identical. Both Epson movements. They look the same. Okay. Anyways, if you're a watch guy, you'll like that. If you're not, you'll hate it. MCP. Left-handed. Let's see. Right eye. Oh yeah. I don't feel like I'm doing that great left-handed these days, but apparently I am. I do notice in the trigger on the MC1, you pull it, you can kind of feel a plastic on plastic rubbing in the striker fired pistol. Just a little bit, it's not bad. It's only when I'm really concentrating on the pull. On to the Glock 43. This one right here. Oops, that was loaded. By the way, I'm not going to say anything bad about the G43. For that matter, the Glock 48 is awesome. I have a review coming up out on that one. The 19, the Glock 42 and 380. You just can't go wrong. I mean, look how narrow that is. It's small, it's battle worthy. It's just such a great gun, the G43. More expensive than this one. How does the trigger compare against the MC1? I like this trigger on the 43. I don't have a problem with it really. It's awesome. It's glocky. You know, I haven't done anything to mod this one out, so I don't know what it's pulling at. Great reset though on the Glock 43. Let me turn this way on you. Right there. Just a great reset. Look at that. By the way, that's a safe direction too. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Gosh, I love the 43. These are all the mags I'm shooting. I'll probably pause while I load up. And then I have this other mag that I can't use because of the pin. Actually, when I think about it, I could probably push that pin. No, I can't, because that's a base pad retention pin on that base plate, so I can't push that out. Guess I'll have to shoot it through the 43. Say in comment if you're carrying a 43, if you are thinking about, I don't know, let me go long on this one. Dang, I suck. If you're thinking about adding an MC1, tell me in comments. Let me aim to the right. I bet you I'm shooting. Yep, that's it. I don't know why. I'm always putting the rounds left with my eyeballs. Let's load up and then we'll talk some more. This is fun. Infield review. Once again, this is the range we're shooting at. Look at the sun. Woo! Beautiful day. There's Slam. Almost a decade of TMP service. What a great truck he's been. Love Slam. Great, great truck. By the way, the new Titans, ooh, dang, they're ugly. They are so ugly. I hope you guys don't have one. If you do, I'm sure mechanically it's awesome. Spot on the camera here. But no, they're so ugly. I couldn't do it. Back to the gun. MC1, we're loaded up again, dudes. Notice the serrations forward and aft on the MC1. Flat bladed trigger too. Some of you guys will like that. I actually do in this gun. I like it a lot. The takedown is super simple. I might show that to you. Standard Glock features other than that. Striker fired pistol, lightweight. American riflemen from the NRA went out and tested them, and they took each of their pistols and threw 1,000 rounds through their MC1s, and I believe they had zero malfunctions. Zero malfunctions. And I respect their gun testing. American riflemen. It's beveled on the front, kind of melted. I like that. We talked about the grip already. Flush base plate. Right here, if you have kind of fat hands, you might pinch yourself when you're loading in a mag. So you come here and do that. That being said, though, it's a, you know, as I prefer it, a very short grip, because this is an ultimately concealable 9mm subcompact, and this is what I'd like. Notice the 45-degree beveling on the slide, which makes it a little bit more trim than the G43. It's a little bit rounded here, but this is more beveled. Just a little comparison and contrast. Now that I think about it, these sights are actually, I think, SIG compatible. I could be wrong on that, but I think they're SIG compatible. Let me aim to the right now. Uh-oh, not good. Got a failure there. That is not good. I won't condemn it yet. Yeah, it's shooting to the, of course, the left for me because of my eyeballs. Yeah, so we had a stoppage there. Now, one thing you won't get in field is I won't go through like hundreds and hundreds of rounds, because otherwise the video will be 6 hours long. It's just going to be what it is. But you'll get a good data point, and it's going to be honest and true. There's no third-party advertising here in TMP. Go to Gunny's, a great American gun store, Orem, Utah. I checked this gun out on loan from them, and so far I'm still sticking with my decision to buy this gun from Gunny's, the great American gun store. Contact info below. They have a new website, shopgunnys.com, I think, so you can actually add to cart. And by the way, the reason I ask you to do that is because Gunny's supports me. They make this review possible, so I ask you to support them. And that association's been going on a long time. Like 5 years. No money changing hands. It's pure. Miss. So what I would do if I were you, just like I say for, not just me, but a lot of people say this, a subcompact 9mm, even a 380, is you want to run probably at least 200 rounds through it. these little tiny pistols, break all the parts in. And I'm probably going to lube this up when I stop the camera when we do accuracy testing, which I should have done to begin with. Trigger's excellent. Here's your slide release right here. I am using it to close the slide. I usually do that instead of slingshotting. It's working great. It's just the right, I don't know, the right profile. Maybe a little too trim. Looks about like Glocks. Like usually on my Glocks, I'll put like a Glock 34 extended slide release. Not on the 43, but like on a, you know, a 19, a 17, a 20, and that way I can access it quicker because I am a slide release user. The magazine release is perfect. It's checkered. It's reversible for left and right. Not really set up for lefties, so I don't know if Jardine would like this. So you don't have a slide release here, but as a right-handed shooter, I don't like it when they have that. You know, do you? I don't like controls that me as a shooter don't use. It just gets in the way, it creates more width. Which, by the way, that slide, if I didn't say so, is 0.9 inches wide. And at the controls, it's 1.07 inches on the Mossberg Carry MC1. I feel like I'm shooting like crap. Happens. One thing I'm seeing is it is locking open after last shot, unlike some other guns that I've tested out here. Can't use that mag. I can use that one. You can see the rear of the slide here, their innovative takedown feature. You actually remove the entire striker assembly, which is again groundbreaking. Really some out-of-box thinking from the Mossberg crew on the MC1. It's pretty cool. They do have some Glock features, but they departed in several ways from the Glock formula, which I love. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, my left-hand shooting ain't going so great. Whatever. And I'm empty. All right, let's check the reset on the MC1. So here's the trigger pull. Reset, 1/4 inch, right here. Nice, crisp, if you care. Oh, I like that. Shooting the 43 a little bit. Both eyes open. See if the mag drops free on the 43. Yep, it do. Let's see if it does it on the MC1. Yep, it does. Back at the steel. Taking another close look at the Mossberg MC1 SC. Made in Syria? What? That's messed up. Just kidding. Eagle Pass, Texas, y'all. Syria. No, I'm just kidding around. Here's the manual. It's pretty good. We're going to show you the field strip super quick. And this part right here, I found out by reading the manual, is licensed on a patent from Strike Industries. Striker cover right here. So it has a different takedown than a Glock. We safety check it real good. Safe direction. No pulling of the trigger necessary. Not that I ever cared in a Glock. Okay, rant complete. Thanks for listening. So this is how you're going to field strip the MC1 SC. Push down this button right here really hard and then just slide it out like that. Don't lose it. Now we're going to take out our striker assembly right here. Don't lose this and don't drop it. This one's lubed up, by the way. You drop that in the dirt, you got a problem. Maybe a slight downside to its field strip. Then we're going to remove the slide like so, and there you have it. Super simple, innovative field strip on the Mossberg MC1. Look at the big slide rails. I love that. Pretty excellent. And I did check it previously. There was lube on the slide, so no stoppages. It wasn't a lube issue. Double captive recoil spring, just like on a Glock. A really Glock-like on the interior, except for the takedown. It's a little bit different. Putting it back together, so we'll lock the slide to the rear. Don't worry about putting this in wrong, because there's only one way it can go in. There's a channel for your striker assembly, like that. Then you're gonna take your button, which hopefully you have not lost, especially in operational conditions like so we're in now. Push it like that. It'll lock in. It's made of metal, not plastic. Function check. Good to go. Good to go. Oh, battery's dying. Let me put a new battery in, then we're going to tune up some steel a little bit and shut this review down. Here's our plate rack right over there, y'all. I don't know, about 10 yards or so. MC1 with no magazine, apparently. Here comes its factory mag, and it has a round in it already. I don't really see a loaded chamber indicator on this, if you care. And I guess you can see the brass casing right here in this gap. Good look at the external extractor on the MC1 SC2. It's kind of a long name, by the way. MC1 SC, come on now. Woo! Liking this gun. You might sense it. It is a recommend. You know, this review makes up for all the negative reviews I have to do. It does, and there's plenty of those in TMP. Ooh, I like this gun. You know what it reminds me of? Kind of a P365 in the way it shoots, which is a very good thing. Kind of a mix between a Glock 43 and a P365. Kind of weird, right? It's weird that I would say that, but I love the P365, by the way. It's awesome. Desert blow. One-handed. See if I can hit. Oh yeah. And a miss. See if that one's ejecting. That one's a little slow to eject. That was a Glock 43 magazine. What I would do if I were you guys is buy more of these if you get an MC1. I bet you they're not too expensive. Really digging the gun. It's awesome. Let's do this. Long range, 35 yards. Can you see it? All hits. Do you want to see a different perspective? I have to readjust the whole tripod then. These mag pouches are set for full-size 9mm on the TAC Force vest. A little too deep. By the way, these are Howard Light electronic earmuffs. I also have double ear protection because I have to take care of my ears. My left ear is not great, so I just have to take care of it. I'm liking these a lot. They're really helpful when I do a barricade infield review because I can kind of hear myself talk. Otherwise, I don't know. I may end up talking like a Brit or something. Loving it. Come on, come on, come on. Looks like the 43 mags stick up a little bit. You know, their construction. So you might have to pluck those out. Here comes another 43 mag. Glock 43 in a Mossberg review. Still love the G43. Big fan. Big fan. Let's go long. Won't say anything bad about this gun. It's awesome. Even though this one is Mrs. Nutnfancy's. Still awesome. Oh wait, I got another mag for this one. It's a Taran. Can't shoot that in the MC1, so we'll shoot it in the Glock. Now, this gun, the G43, has more of a track record than the MC1 for sure. It's been out for a while. It's been in the hands of a lot of different shooters. It has a track record of excellence. It will take time for the MC1 to establish that. It is a new design. I am loving it out here in the desert. I'm gonna buy this one probably. Be a great cast member, great competitive option against this gun. But who knows what the future holds. Maybe people find out some flaws in this design that are not being revealed right now in this short infield review. Who knows? Time will tell. But I'm pretty confident that Mossberg will fix it. Just like SIG fixed the P365. I think that will happen. But this is an initial review. And when I get back from the desert after my testing, then I'll jump online. I'll click around, see what other guys are saying about whatever gun I'm testing. See if it jibes with my own data. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Not that I'm the end-all data point, I'm not. But I am trustworthy. Woo, I love the G43. Here comes the MC1. MC1 is awesome so far. Long. Hit. Come on, mag drop. G43 mag coming in. Beautiful day in the desert, dudes. Beautiful day. Here comes 150 yards. I'm just kidding, I couldn't hit that. My eyes aren't good enough. Let's go long. Can you see that target over there? I think you can. My fault. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Curse of the desert with the factory mag. Uh-oh. So spent casing didn't eject. Who knows why? Who knows why? So that is another malfunction out of the MC1. How many has the Glock had? 0. Just saying. Now it's with FMJ's factory mag. Curse of the desert making its presence known as always in the Nutnfancy project. I'm talking about how great the pistol is and it jams. And we're well past the 200 round mark that I mentioned earlier. I don't know what to think. I still love the gun, I really do. Shoots well, love the trigger. It's adequately lubricated, so that's not the issue. It was with FMJ's and the stock magazine. Am I super concerned? Not super concerned, but I am concerned. I mean, it should be chugging, rocking and rolling at this point. Would I buy a Mossberg MC1 SC? From what I've seen now in this review, this testing session, yeah, I still would. I would. You might have to go past that 200 round mark. You know, if after, I don't know, 300 rounds is still stopping, send it back to the factory. You'll note, as I may have mentioned, that the G43 shooting alongside of it had 0 stoppages. And by the way, during its testing phase, the Glock 43, as I recall, I might be wrong and forgetting, had 0 stoppages and about 600 rounds shot in TMP. Now, This comes to a market saturated in really awesome designs. I may have mentioned it. You've got the P365, which is excellent. Would buy that. Actually did buy the test gun. The Glock 43, of course. The Ruger LC9S, love that gun. Probably not the DB9 Diamondback, no thank you. What else? Oh, the Shield Mod 2, pretty excellent. The Car Arms are awesome. Keltec PF9. Super lightweight, still the lightest weight single stack 9mm, I believe, out there. I could be wrong. And a lot of others that I've talked about. Get in my playlist, best subcompact carry pistols, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I still love this gun. Love the trigger. I like how it takes Glock magazines. Great serrations on the slide. Great sights. The trigger's awesome, if I didn't say so. Flat trigger guard. Great grip. It goes into Glock 43 holsters. I think the price is right. I didn't even mention that. It's really inexpensive. Go to Gunny's, the Great American Gun Store. Support them, they support us, and order one up. Oh, and by the way, 7-round magazines. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Versus 6. It is a win from what I know now, subject to change. Nutnfancy from the desert, sun going down. Join TMP Patreon. It keeps me motivated. This is a buttload of work to do this, and I ain't doing it for free. I'm just not. It's too much work. I'll be picking up brass for an hour and a half, like I said. Over and out, Lieutenant Colonel Nutnfancy, signing off. Enjoy your MC1. Say in the comments how it works out for you.